Check, check, check one.
I haven't tried it.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Is it good? Yeah.
It was good? Cool.
Okay.
I thought it was just... Oh my god.
Oh, we can.
We'll order sushi from there from time to time to help with the laundering. Hi, Tim.
Yeah, we don't like it like the pizza either. So.
I know. I know.
That's do you?
Things.
And just, I also wasn't sure. Do you? So we are seeing it. Do you want Kia Shreya here and Shilin there, or how?
How you, that's fine. How you did it was good. Do we not have a challah?
It's coming.
I know. We would have rocked it. Yeah. Yai lai yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai yai lai. As you're making your way to your seats, you can join us in song. Yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai dai yiddy dai dai yai dai 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 yai yai dai 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 yai yiddy dai yai dai 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 yai dai yai dai 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 dai. This nigun is a little new to our congregation. You can, by the way, if you talk about everything now, you'll have nothing to say during Oneg. So let's sing. Goes like this. Yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai dai. Try that. Yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai dai. Listen. Yai dai 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 yai dai 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 dai. Try that second part. Yai dai 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 yai dai 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 dai. From the top. Yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai dai dai. Yai dai 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 yai dai 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 dai. One more time. Yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai dai dai. Yai dai 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 dai. So hear that ending. Yai dai 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 yai yai dai dai. Then from the depths of your soul you can sing like this. Yai dai dai yai dai 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 yai yiddy dai yai dai 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 yai yiddy dai yai dai 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 yai dai yai dai 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 dai. And the good thing about this nigun from the depths of your soul is if you find yourself more in alto, follow Rabbi Karen with the dropping the octave. Here we go. Yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai dai dai. One more time from the top. Yai dai yai dai 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 yai lai lai dai. Ya lai 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 lai. Yai dai yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai dai. Yiddy dai dai yai dai 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 yai dai. Yai dai 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 yai. Yiddy dai. Yai dai 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 yai dai yai dai 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 dai. Yiddy dai dai. Yai dai 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 yai dai. Yai dai 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 yai dai. Yai dai 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 yai dai yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Dai 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 dai. Yiddy dai dai. Shai dai oh dai I dai. Shai dai oh dai I dai. Shai dai oh dai. Shabbos, Shabbos.
We're going to keep welcoming in Shabbat and welcoming in one another. On page 24, we welcome in the Shabbat messengers of peace with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hashari, Malachi Elyon. Mi melech malachi amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Boachem l'shalom malachi hashalom malachi elyon. Mi melech malachi amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachi hashalom, Malachi elyon. Mi melech Malachi amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Seidchem l'shalom, Malachi hashalom, Malachi elyon. Melech Malachi Hamlachim Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Shabbat Shalom. It's good to come in out of a rather cool fall evening here, and we are having a little heating challenge, so we're just going to do some upbeat melodies, as you can see. Add your voice, and we'll warm up together. It is good to be together this Shabbat. A little pre-Mazel Tov to Noah Lapp, who will become Bar Mitzvah tomorrow morning. Welcome to your family, and welcome to all who are joining us, some of you back from travels, and it is good to be together this Shabbat. Welcome to those joining us on live stream as well, and it is an honor to invite Noah's mother and sister, Corey and Michaela, to light our Shabbat candles this evening. We're on pages 2 and 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. No. You can just read it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chalek ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו
להדליק נר, להדליק נר של Shabbat. We're going to turn to page 11 as again we take Shabbat to slow down a little bit, to wake up from perhaps a tiring week. We sing these words, when I keep Shabbat, God watches over me. Shabbat is a sign between God and me. Shabbat brings us together, the second to last song on page 11, Ki Eshmera Shabbat.
Yai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Shabbat el yishmereni oti leomeyad beno uveni yai lai yai lai lai yai lai 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 yai lai yai lai lai yai lai 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 ki yeshmera Shabbat el yishmereni oti leomeyad beno uveni We welcome the Shabbat bride on page 20 with Lecha Dodi. We'll join in verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And the last verse, you're welcome to rise if you are able. We'll face our doors to bring in Shabbat. Lecha Dodi לקראת כלה, בני שבת, בני שבת, נקבלה. שמור וזכור, בדיבור אחד, ישמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד לשם ותפארת, ולתהילה לך דודי. לקראת כלה, בני שבת, בני שבת, נקבלה. לקראת שבת, לכו ונחה, כי מקור הברכה, בראש מקדם, נעשוך סוף מעשה,
במחשבה תחילה לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, פני שבת, נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, גבעה אורך, קומי אורי, אורי אורי, שיר דברי כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, פני שבת, נקבלה. אוי ושלום, עטרת עלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, פני שבת, נקבלה. We'll remain standing and turn to page 26. As we've taken this space to move into Shabbat, we'll now move into our call to prayer. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayedecho Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי המיה. יתברך, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן.
Yai lai lai,
Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai, lai 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 lai, lai 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 lai. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. On page 30, as we notice our days getting a little shorter and night descending, we notice the passing of night into day and day into night. We'll join 9 lines down in the Hebrew on page 30, 9 lines down as we sing Ma'ariv Aravim, our prayer for the evening.
Roll into dark,
roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. For Eon Balayla, Golel or mibnei choshech, Golel or mibnei choshech, Vechoshech mibnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. For Eon Balayla, Golel or mibnei choshech, Golel or mibnei choshech, Vechoshech mibnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim. And let's join together on page 32. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Havaed. Please be seated, and we're going to invite Noah to join us on our bima to continue to lead us in these words of Torah on page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al vavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlatecha v'derech u'shuchbecha uvkumecha u'shartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot Beinenecha Utavtam Amzizot Beitecha Uvisharecha Leman Tizkeru Va'asitem Et Kol Mitzvotai V'hitem Kiddushim Le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Osher והייתיכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We'll continue with our Song of the Sea on page 40, Michamocha.
Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai, yai lai la la lai la 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 lai, yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai, yai la lai lai la 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 lai. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot osefele. Malachutecha ra'u vanecha, Pokea yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'elianu ve'ameru, Ze'elianu ve'ameru. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai, yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai, yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai.
V'namar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Continue on page 42 as we pray that God's shelter of peace will be spread over all of us, all the way to Jerusalem. We'll join in Hebrew and add some English words as well.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu
l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
We join singing of our covenant of Shabbat on page 44. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We move now into our tefillah, page 46. If you're able, please rise. We'll begin together in the Hebrew and then take some time to add the prayers from our hearts. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, v'Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekone Hakol, Vezocher Chasei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geulah Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Ve'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach umorid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somach noflim v'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Micha mocha bal gevurot, Umito melach, Melech memit umechaya, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God,
We'll continue silently. Please feel free to be seated when you are ready.
The great Hasidic Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav taught, the whole world is a very narrow bridge. Might be daunting. We might be afraid of heights sometimes. But Reb Nachman taught the most important part is not to be afraid, to cross the bridge with faith that will be okay. Page 339. Kol haolam kulo gesher tzar me'od v'ha'ikar lo lefached klal kol haolam kulo gesher tzar me'od v'ha'ikar lo lefached klal. The whole world is a very narrow bridge, and I say the most important part is not to be afraid. The whole world is a very narrow bridge, and I say the most important part is not to be afraid. Kol haolam kulo gesher tzar me'od v'ha'ikar lo lefached klal kol haolam kulo gesher tzar me'od v'ha'ikar lo lefached klal. The whole world is a very narrow bridge, and I say the most important part is not to be afraid. The whole world is a very narrow bridge, and I say the most important part is not to be afraid.
turn our thoughts now to health and healing. On page 253, we join in our Misha Berach prayers. We take this moment to pray for loved ones who are ill and pray for those who care for them. We are especially praying for these members of our Temple community and family: Colin Monroe, Elizabeth Hill, Enrico Mascaro, Benjamin Horowitz, Bradley Dichter, Mateo Goldman, Toby Weiner, Esya Rushavskaya, Eileen Arnone, Jean Sands, Roseanne Cohen, Tom Fiorino, Carolyn Weil, Stephen Driscoll, Richard Slifka, Jerry Spingarn, Caroline Spingarn, Beth Gottlieb, Kirby Druffel, Abraham Ben Chana Levi, Ida Kublin, Helen Bat Eli, Shoshana Bat Helen, Gloria Weller, Rivka Bat Aliza, Yitzhak Ben Esther Miriam, Carol Kotler. If there are other names you're thinking of, you may share them aloud.
Mishabirach
Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. So we told you that our prayers would warm us up. Either that, or it was a Shabbat miracle, or Jim Grassfield fixed the heat. I don't know which it is. We have heat and light. Shabbat Shalom again. It will probably not come as a surprise to any of you that I am a detail-oriented person. The beginning of this week's Torah portion is all about the details. Moments after the creation of the world, the Torah recounts how the earth became corrupt, filled with violence, and then God instructed Noah to build an ark, and to take 2 of each kind of animal with him so that God could start creation all over again. The building instructions for the ark are quite detailed, including the materials, gopher wood and tar, the length and width in cubits. This being a familiar biblical story, I was surprised this week to learn that I had missed an important detail in building the ark. Have you ever thought about what they did for light in the ark? Our Torah portion, called Noach, says, make a roof for the ark, make it overhang from above by a cubit, put the ark's window in its side, and make a bottom, a second, and a third deck. I had never realized before that God had instructed Noah to build a window. Every detail matters, and this one seems to be an important detail. The Hebrew sheds even more light. Make for me an opening, a tsohar, for light in the ark. The word for window being tsohar. A 16th century commentator, Bertanora, writes that the word for window, tsohar, shares the root of the Hebrew word tsoharaim, meaning noon. Noah was commanded to build an opening to let the noon light shine within the ark. In other words, the window was kind of like a skylight. Modern Reform commentator Rabbi Karen Kadar adds, this was a window of hope waiting for the new day to dawn, a window to the world, to the heavens, to an external source of help, an opening so that Noah could send forth a messenger, a dove who could search out the landscape and let him know that it is safe to emerge. Wow, what an important detail to miss. A window for light to enter into the ark and a window for the animals, the first acts of creation, to see out. If you stop to think about it, an ark could be quite claustrophobic. This small opening of light into the world was a lifesaver. It is also through this window that Noah let out the raven and the dove to determine if it was finally safe to leave the ark's shelter. This word tsohar appears only once in the Torah. While everyone agreed that it was referring to a source of illumination, the rabbis disagreed to what it really was. Some said that it was a window, others said that it was a precious stone. This stone was iridescent by nature, illuminating from within and generating its own light. This precious stone had the miraculous quality of being able to generate light within darkness. In a place where there was no natural light, Noah found a way to illuminate the ark from within. Jewish legend tells how this light was part of God's first act of creation, given to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, who passed it down to the generations of Noah to light the ark, who then gave it to Abraham, then Moses, to the desert sanctuary where it lit the Ner Tamid, the eternal light, and finally into the holy temple itself. One other rabbi, the Baal Shem Tov, a Hasidic commentator, he said that the tsohar, this window, was actually our words of prayer. He said, make for yourself a window for the ark. Let the words of prayer be for you a window through which you see to the ends of the earth. The window in the ark is our prayer, our ability to bring light, beauty, and truth to the world through speech. So why so much attention to this one word? After all, at the end of the Torah portion, and as we'll learn tomorrow from this Noah, God promised never to destroy the earth again. There would be no more need for another ark or another Noah. Whether we believe that it was an actual window or a precious stone or our words, this detail and image is clear. We all need open windows through which the divine light can shine. Not artificial light, rather a skylight through to the natural world, an opening, a space through which our spirits may emanate, a window of our souls. When we find ourselves overwhelmed by trouble and darkness, we too can build an ark, a safe haven, with a tsohar, a source of light and brightness. I like to think that poet Mary Oliver summed up the window in the ark well. She wrote, "Everything that was broken has forgotten its brokenness. I live now in a sky house, through every window the sun. Also your presence, our touching, our stories, earthly and holy both. How can this be? But it is. Every day has something in it whose name is forever." So this week with Parashat Noach, we renew our faith in the light, in the rainbow, in human words, and in all of world's windows. Shabbat Shalom. I don't want to give too much away, but tomorrow morning we'll learn not as much about the ark, but more about the person Noah himself and why he was chosen for this special task. So stay tuned. Tomorrow morning, 10:30, we'll join Noah Lapp as he is called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah. You can also join at 9 a.m. with our lay-led minyan in the library. Again, Mazel Tov, and thank you for the oneg tonight. Thank you so much to our ushers and greeters, Betty and Gary Kaplan. And this Sunday, a lot going on as well. In addition to Shorashim, adults can come and participate. We have a social action meet and greet. We have a start of a beginning adult Hebrew class. That's at 10 with Debbie Elk. You can still come and join. And then 12:30, sisterhood lunch and program and speaker coming back together after the pandemic, ways to reconnect. So a full Sunday for all ages. Please look at your weekly shofar email for everything else coming up in the weeks ahead. We've got first Shabbat dinner back in November, so look ahead. And I will just say, in addition to Rabbi Micah, we have quite a musical lineup as well. So next Shabbat, cantor Marcy Jonas will be joining us. She is a local ordained cantor. She's wonderful. So she will be with us Friday night. And Michael McLaughlin, our amazing piano player, will be here the following Friday. So lots of music. And we're going to move into our concluding prayers. You can find Aleinu L'Shabeach, page 282, and we rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We remain standing and turn to page 291 in the words of the poet Hannah Senesh. There are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We are especially remembering these loved ones whose yahrzeit occur this Shabbat. Evelyn Kaplan, James Cashman, Carmelita Carrington, Martin Eskin, Ronald Goldberg, Kenneth Goldfisher, Paul J. Lederer, Elaine Fern Shoki, Helena Nancy Schiffman, Charles Silk, Dorothy Smith, James Sprague, Renee Todras. If there are others you are remembering, you may share them with us. We turn to page 294 for Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal ve'yikadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, agala v'zman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Muvorach Leolam Ulamei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudsha b'richu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. May their memories be for a blessing, zichronam livracha. We're going to call Noah Lapp forward once more to lead us in the blessings of Kiddush and Motzi. And yes, I know there were a couple here who have not yet become bar and bar mitzvahs, so you're on deck for joining Noah for Motzi. You've got a few more months.
I think one might be helping with the oneg.
We are on page 5. Page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher gishani b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'hava uvratzon hinchu lanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kiddashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'hava uvratzon chinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat
L'chaim. All right, Robert. Ready for Motzi? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, look at that. Beautiful homemade challah, yes?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom. We'll share this. Yeah, go for it. And we're going to end with those words of peace. Oseh shalom. Mazel tov.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol
Shabbat Shalom.
I know mine might be too. If I catch Roberto. All right, I'm running.
I apologize for my rude interruption.
It was a perfect time. We were all seeking direction in prayer.
Thank you.